Just a few miles out of Fairfield, heading southeast to Rio Vista, you'll pass the Western Railway Museum, whose mission is to preserve the regional heritage of electric railway transportation as a living resource for the benefit of present and future generations. So how did this all happen? Let's recap. In 1946, the Bay Area Electric Railroad Association was created to foster interest in streetcar, interurban, and mainline electric railroad operations to preserve these rapidly vanishing pieces of history.
Well, electric cars were very important in the United States and all over the world. This is an interurban car. It went from city to city. And people who didn't have cars, which not many did in those days, would ride the interurbans to go into town to shop. They were very important. During World War II, when they needed more transportation to bring workers to the Richmond shipyards, they bought 50 of these trains and brought them out here from New York City. And the key system ran them, and they all took the workers to and from work.
Originally named the California Railway Museum, the Western Railway Museum was renamed at the beginning of 1985. The museum has a wide variety of railroad cars and rolling stock. The focus of their collection is electric equipment, including streetcars, interurban cars, and the specialized work and maintenance cars used to support and maintain electric railways. The museum hosts 2 steam locomotives, one of which is on public display. In 2004, work began on the Loring C. Jensen Memorial Car House, a fully enclosed, publicly accessible artifact storage and display facility. The project was completed and officially opened to the public on May 3, 2008. On July 10, 2010, the San Francisco Municipal Railway PCC streetcar number 1016 made its inaugural run at the museum. It is the first car in the last streetcar order San Francisco Municipal Railway placed with the St. Louis Car Company in 1951. After a decade in the restoration shop, Sacramento Northern Interurban number 1005 made its debut on Saturday, September 18, 2010. SN number 1005 is a true Bay Area native. It was built by the Holman Car Company of San Francisco in 1912.
My favorite thing to do right now is Car House 3 tours. Well, there's 2 Pullman cars there that have very fancy accommodations. And people love to see the things called sections that were 2 seats facing each other that they would make into beds at night, and they enjoy seeing that. And I think they generally enjoy my stories about the history of the cars.
So this car used to run from Sacramento to San Francisco, travel time about 2 hours 45 minutes according to the schedule, and that was starting in about 1913. This car had traveled through here at 65 miles an hour, and that's when you were lucky to do 15 or 20 with your gasoline car. Like I say, basically it was an early day high-speed rail, if you want to call it that. One of the features of the car is this little metal clip. That's where the passenger would put their ticket. That way the conductor would not have to disturb them when they came by to punch the ticket while they were en route. The smoking section has an area in it that you can tell because it has what they call a strike plate on it. This is where the passengers would strike their Strike Everywhere match so they could smoke. This is before cigarette lighters were too common.
On June 30th, 2012, the Western Railway Museum opened a new segment on the historic Sacramento Northern right-of-way. Visitors can now take a 10-mile round-trip ride all the way from the museum to Bird's Landing Road.
We have 2 major rides. One of them, the long ride, is the interurban ride. We take an interurban car and we go 5.5 miles south from here. And that's through farmland. Most people admire it because there's no houses there. We like seeing a place that's pristine. And we stop along the way and give a few lectures about what people are looking at, and point out that much of this is looking as the same as it would have looked in 1890. The other one is just a streetcar ride. We take the streetcar like this one. But on that one, we stop around the property and tell a little bit about the history, tell how the overhead lines work, and point out some of the other things that they could do, like the Car House 3 tour.
In addition to the 50 historic cars on display, the Western Railway Museum also has several interactive exhibits, a store, library archives, and a cafe. The Western Railway Museum is open year-round and volunteers are always welcome.
For more information about Western Railway Museum, visit WRM.org. This is Whitney Skillman for Channel 26, and I'll see you next time somewhere in your city.